hit points.
Maybe I just
I think we just take the bound up body and
the most obvious thing she has is a necklace. It seemed to be made of amber.
Is it magical?
No.
Aw, then never mind. I don't want it if it's been on her.
Does she have anything magical?
I'm more interested in why such a dangerous person is still alive.
Oh.
What she was doing here.
I don't care about what the fuck she's doing here. I want to know why the hell she's still alive.
Gisrol, yeah, why didn't you kill her?
Rain won't answer that question, he'll just pick up the body.
Wink.
Alauneari looks to the others and says, I suppose Rain will need some private time once we have camp.
Why is she saying that? Tristan is a little scared. Why are you saying that?
That is an insufficient answer.
Sakari shivers.
So does Tristan.
Then just blinks and then shrugs, trying to think of the least incriminating answer to that question. And hopes that is actually the case.
You just made Tristan's oatmeal cry.
Oh no.
Her oatmeal?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Well,
Why would you
we
do that?
return to a...
She is a powerful caster. She cannot be contained. I will kill her myself without an explanation.
I agree with Rilinid.
On there. It says, our patron has been growing restless. She requires a worthy sacrifice.
Can you do the
There are
sacrifice?
things in motion here. She sort of looks to Rain that requires such.
Can you just
It
sacrifice
just
her
seemed
now?
a sufficiently powerful creature to be sacrificed.
Then why don't you just sacrifice her now? Before she wakes up and he
And
doesn't
there's
know her
gestures
sleep.
to the angry dragonflies gathering around the swamp. It's not
They
really
likely
enough
need
time
some-
to conduct a ritual.
Rilinid will snort with that, but he's not going to object to that. Yeah, fine.
Tristan goes, can Rilinid at least cut her tongue out so she can't do stuff?
I doubt her tongue is what she uses to do stuff.
Maybe she talks. She can
Oh no.
Oh, I think she talks.
Maybe do spells when you talk.
Doesn't for now. As long as we keep punching her in the ribs, she'll stay down.
Every hour she gets a whack from a normally wet
Couple,
hit
you know.
with the warhammer.
Every hour she gets her skull
Yeah,
re-cracked.
it's like minus 1,000 non-lethal.
All right, we can exfiltrate then. That's fine.
Yes, let us withdraw.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the answer to everything.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
She is so gross.
Well, I hope I didn't need that token with all, like, the missing hit points. I'm gonna assume that I didn't.
Everything's dark.
Agarius is displeased with your sacrifice.
She has blinded you as a teacher. No.
Apparently you don't know what sacrifices mean.
Oh no.
The worst god ever. To see my holy night, you must blind and maim yourself.
Then you shall see the true path. What?
Path of the beggar.
I am but a front demon lord for the true...
She is gonna do that thing they did to that child with that spoon in Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what map do we serve?
Like, I guess go back to the fucking jungle.
Isle of the Seven Horns.
Alice in the Horn.
I was just looking at blackness. So
Does how much damage I've got right now matter, or?
No, you can
Fine.
extricate yourself from the area. You don't really get ambushed on your way out.
Don't really get ambushed, just
No, not
slightly.
really. Well, you still have this stinking hag with you. I mean, her smell kind of ambushes you in a way. But you certainly get out of there and can make a camp, in this area.
Can you sacrifice her then?
Yeah, so I think at least Alauneari will have Rain carry her, and bring her some distance away.
So how public do you want this to
From,
be? Do you have some? If you're doing this in secret, do you have something for me?
not at the moment. I wasn't sure we were gonna catch her, but yes, it's.
It's up to you how you want to do it.
Probably
But if you do it in secret, I want some.
Yeah, we can get you that.
Yep.
I'm saying.
We have a
Do it
nice
now.
We have a nice team roleplay thing.
No, you don't need to do it now, but I would like to have it.
You'll get some. Don't worry. This has been the plan.
I want
This was
that-
the plan all along.
I want that taste. I want that little taste of the sacrifice.
But that's at least what that's how their night goes on.
Can something be heard to the others in the camp, or are you so far away that you?
Alauneari will probably go far enough away that
Completely
that-
isolating herself from the dragonfly hordes.
can't really be heard. She likes to keep her. Well, you would all know that when she prays, she tends to go away and not be. She doesn't like her. Her faith is very private.
All right, so you sequester yourself in some
Yeah,
far off
cove.
somewhere.
So
far
we're gonna
away
just
from the rest of the party, so the dragonfly hordes can attack and reclaim the body of their master. That sounds great.
So we're just gonna stay here, the last of us.
Well, for the night, hopefully.
So we'll just stay here alone.
We'll just go back to we're alone. We'll just go back to the submersible. Whatever. Have fun.
We're just gonna go say weird stuff to Rilinid.
Go say that to Zyn. Zyn likes you more.
Of course.
It's time to brush his bat.
Yes, brush the bat.
Brushing
say.
the bat.
So after all, if it wasn't for you, that bat wouldn't be alive. So you two obviously have some common ground.
Well, Sin
like
is
playing
very
checkers.
paranoid. If Tristan said weird things to Sin, I think he would be like, "Oh my god, something's gonna happen."
Is
Is
it
She's
Doomsday?
possessed. I should kill her now.
Yes.
And off in the distance, over to the right, I see this looming token.
Enormous dragonfly, yes.
Colossal dragonfly swarm.
The flight of the Valkyries as they come to the rescue.
So Rilinid's trying to fiddle with this latest esoteric arcana, and oh, did you hear that? Whenever I touch that bone, my whole mind just stopped. What?
That is an interesting fact about Tristan's life.
And then I have these strange voices all the time now.
Rilinid's under his breath, muttering in Gnomish, "That's definitely not the first time your mind stopped." What was that?
It's like this shard has been whispering orders to me, and I begin to carry them out.
It tells me to murder you.
Do you know how I could avoid that curse that's upon us? I mean, blessing. Don't worry, Shard told me to say that.
She makes these small, innocent but horrifically brutal dioramas of Rilla's death. This
So
Rilla
if I
hanging
had
himself.
to kill you,
I
getting
had a
the
dream last night. You died.
after a century, I get the suspicion that this has happened before, and it's fucking annoying every single time.
The stone, it talks to me in my sleep.
every couple of years she gets a year where she's really moody.
It's kind of fun, It's nice to have someone to talk to.
Rilinid weighs the pros and cons of telling her that Sakari disappears every time she goes to sleep.
Which would be the end of everything.
And then he would have her in the sort of end of his bed every night crying.
Yeah.
Because he was afraid that she would leave and he wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Rilda disappear if she sleeps? She doesn't want to be tempted. She must be
No.
hugged
She
all the
has to
time.
hold him all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I might be like mother hen here for the family, but kind of pushing the constraints. Ivy, I need you to take care of something for me.
It's gonna be that creepy girl from the ring that's looking at you when you're sleeping.
It's not technically, betrayal if you're not the one doing it.
Exactly.
Right,
I'm just saying you would increase our odds of success if the...
But Garrett, it was my undead minion that killed them all. It was not me.
When you see Ivy again, she's broken. Her soul is gone.
I'm okay with that.
She's just an empty shell.
So long as your soul's gone too, we're good to go.
No, it's still here. Living happily ever after.
So
you rest.
Yeah.
In this
and some
hellhole.
horrible things happen.
And the next morning, I suppose we have the head of this witch.
Ew!
A bag.
How much of the head is...
really just what we need to prove that we killed her.
Sure.
To who?
We tried to keep the head intact.
To the spider.
I get the feeling that's gonna rot away pretty fast.
Yeah,
we have spells for that.
Gentle repose on the head.
Why did you do that?
What? Because we need to prove that she's dead.
No, why do you have spells for that?
You're gonna put it in a sack like the
Medusa's
Medusa's
that we're gonna
head.
need a head to be, kept clean.
Fresh.
No, I want to know, why do you have a spell to make dead things
Not rot.
rot?
Not die.
Well, the
No,
real
not
reason for
rot.
This is very useful.
the main reason it was made for was for, like, necromancers, so, like, if they want to make zombies, their flesh doesn't rot away.
Oh, okay. You should totally make her head into a zombie, then we can ask her stuff and she can go...
There is the headless zombie type, but
She would
can't
lose
make
all
those.
intelligence. You couldn't exactly ask her. You
she
need like to
have
speak with
rapid
dead
recall
spell.
things.
Well,
She
Tristan
basically
could probably
did
talk to
normal
her.
skeleton. Your skeleton's not that fancy.
Tristan has proven that she could talk to many things. Now, whether they answer...
She has a shard, okay?
It's like
It's a
Rilinid. Rilinid
It's
doesn't answer.
her second.
Doesn't stop her much, though.
I know. It's like clenched teeth the entire time behind the stone mask.
You'll never leave me, right, Rilinid?
Do you have feelings in there? Does your face actually move?
We'll use gentle repose.
Zakar is laying close, like look at Rilinid, like, and you can almost see like this smile on Zakari's face.
She like fucking like knocks on the stone mask. Like, I've always wondered, can you like feel this?
Rilinid's like, yes, I can actually. Just to see it,
Are you
like
sure?
this vein in his temple is pulsing.
Guys. I'm gonna use this fucking boon to just like up.
Exactly, it's invoked the power. Oh,
Herald of Agares, I beseech you, shut her
Exactly.
the fuck up! Turn to stone.
Did we agree that Agaris had a really annoying herald as well?
Oh.
Hello! Before I can answer your question 3, you shall win against me in this game of... I don't know.
That's right, man. You haven't met the Herald. Oh, well.
Oh.
I hope it's gonna be stuff like
How embarrassing for you,
Yeah.
Cleric.
if it's gonna be we have to play a game of hide and seek, Tristan's gonna be so happy.
Oh,
My
well,
favorite game!
That's how you
No
get
one
rid
ever
of her.
finds me!
if I can get a moment of sanity in this madhouse,
Okay.
Right.
Impossible.
yeah. So you rest up. You bring the head of the hag in whatever shape you can retrieve it, and then where do you go?
Well, I mean, we're done here, right?
Unless you want to
Yeah.
investigate
Also-
the weird brain.
No. Well, there's
No,
no
it's
real
there
interest
for-
in it
But we
now.
did get a look at it, and it was just kind of a lake.
Yeah. I mean,
Didn't
things were
give up.
eating of it, so
Yeah.
I mean, it can only be so dangerous.
It's only a model.
Didn't give us the same feeling as the blue pool did.
I keep derailing Jonas, it's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and, I believe we are going to, we're going to sally forth back to Walsenstadt. to board the glorious sea chariot, the gnomish submersible known as the Underblad. And from there, we will, I imagine, we'll go to Skisral City, unless you want to show the head around to the Zan, too.
Oh, well, there's no point for that.
I didn't
Let's go
think
to the
so.
Skisral.
All right.
To Skisral City.
We can't just begin like Facebook updating about everything we do. Like, look, we killed a hag. We're like, yes,
Show like
yes,
a,
that's nice.
Aiden the Bat likes this.
yeah.
That was our hag.
All right.
Why
So
would you?
we travel through the all the fun and sport. We get to the submarine. We invest I guess 2 hours of oil to get to, we'll say, Hex 1208. And
Yep.
And then by that time the day's probably done, so that's 1 day, and then 2 days, and then by the third day we're at Skisral City. 3 days of fun and games, and 2 more hours of fuel.
All right. Yes. You make your way through the Skisral territory towards Skisral City. Let's see here. Yeah, you make it there without any problems. And, bringing the head of the hag, you are, of course, immediately brought before the white spider, who seems to be quite pleased at this development. She will get the head brought to her, and she will peer at it and then nod and say, "Yes, you have done a great service taking down the hag." Sort of pokes at the head a bit. "She has been a thorn in our side for quite some time." Sort of a gingerly sort of strokes the destroyed and corrupt face of the hag head. Sort of, I almost get the feeling that you might be sort of peering into it somehow. And then she turns to you. "Very well. You have done much, if not all, that we asked." She seems to consider. "You talked before of a meeting."
Yes, a meeting between you and the Zan, specifically the alchemist.
"And you think the alchemist is sincere?"
You will think and say, he is sincere in that he wishes to speak to you. We have managed to reach his curiosity, and they at least are sincere in the way that they want peace.
White Spider seems to consider, and then say, "Very well then. I will agree to such a meeting if it can be set up on a neutral ground."
Yes, of course.
Rilinid will look at Alauneari and say, "There was that pool containing that ancient obelisk that was purified during one of our travels. It is roughly between their territory. Perhaps that could serve as a neutral location."
Nods and looks at the white spider. Yes, there was a blue weird pool. It seemed to be fairly recent. However, it is between the Skisral and Zan territory. It is easy to find, and it is neutral.
Skisral seems to consider a blue pool between our territories. We did not know that such an thing existed there. Recent, you say?
So, yes, we recently purified it. Whatever disease had taken it.
Interesting. Spider seems to consider. We have run into these strange phenomena before. We have not been able to remove them, though. Sure appears at you. Interesting. What happened when you did?
Well, I will relay the story.
But Spider seems to listen. Considering, doesn't say much. Then, nods and says that, yes, I see. Interesting. Seem to think. I will be sure to keep that in mind if more of them are spotted within our territory. She looks at you. This meeting place, then. I would request you be there to guarantee the parlay.
Alauneari nods. Of course we will be there.
That's by nods. Good. Then, which she seems to consider, then I suggest that the meeting be held in 2 weeks' time, your reckoning.
Well, I will not. We shall bring this information to the Zyn, and if they disagree, we shall come back and tell you.
Spider also says, I do not think the alchemist will. If he is sincere enough, that should be enough time for even him to move his considerable bulk into position.
I sort of just looks and says, on another note, have your searches into the idea of a third party fanning the flames had any results?
What Spider? You see a gleam in its eyes, and you almost get the feeling that it smiles towards you. It seems like our suspicions were possibly correct. The Baroness is not easily scryed, however. Her mind is strong, and I have yet to pierce the wards she has placed around her. She is powerful, I'll give her that.
Very nice. We know as much. She is a threat.
Yes, considerably. If you're going up against her, I would advise you to be quite careful. But you knew that, of course.
Well, very nice.
Lynn will walk forward to the white spider and tell her that, and say, I found something that may suggest that the Baroness is after something here too. And she shows the pendant that she found and says, this was found by the pool.
Spider looks at the pendant.
This is the seal of the Baroness' house.
Yes, I recognize it.
This would only have been given to her most trusted. So she's definitely sent people to the fungal jungle, even to those pools.
Well, Spider considers perhaps. You said the pool was recent, however. So...
Yes.
So she is moving patrols. We haven't had any more incursions into our territory as far as I know. But the Baroness troops are stealthy, and your kind can be quite tricky to track down if they are proficient in the wilderness.
Oh, maybe not. The servants of the Baroness we have encountered ourselves have been specialized in stealth tactics. Oh, I think jungle hunting, if you will.
Spider nods. Yes, that seems the most likely. Just consider again. Yes. I cannot say exactly what she is looking for, or what she has perhaps found. But her involvement in this seems likely to me, at least.
Well, it would be to her a desire to rid the fungal jungle of your people, both you and the Zan. It stands to reason to make a united stance against her incursions.
And the White Spider thinks and then says, yes, perhaps. Looking over you, you have surprised us and me a lot. Your kind has usually hunted us for pets. I think I've said this before. But you have shown another approach that I enjoy more. Peaceful coexistence is important. How else would we thrive?
Well, not. As I said at our first meeting, indeed.
Seems to consider again. Yes, I am prepared to take this opportunity for peace, and if this can be a new beginning with your people, that might be preferable as well. I am no friend of the Baroness, as you already know, and if you can turn out to be better rulers of your people than her, and respect the treaties we have, the friendship we have brought about here, that might be a bright future for all of us.
Well, maybe not. A hope is an alliance of all our three peoples to the betterment of all our free peoples.
Spider nods. That would be an interesting approach to ally with a drow. I thought I would never even... Such a consideration has never crossed my mind. You are indeed very different from most of your siblings, or perhaps just more crafty. Spider seems to shrug. It matters little to me right now. To end this conflict with Exan is more important. Very well then, as I said, 2 weeks. After that, if a peace can be brokered, then we can perhaps discuss what we can do for you regarding the Baroness.
Then we shall make our way to the city of Zan to bring this news to the alchemist. I'm sure he will be most pleased.
Spider nods and says, then go in peace. You are friends to discuss Rahal. And welcome in our lands.
I suppose that's what we do.
We were successful. Kind of.
Let's hope they don't
until
go
the fucking ambush happens at the blue weird pool, you know. Someone fires an errant shot and they both start killing each other.
It's certainly a risk. Both of these sides are quite tense.
One.
I
No.
the choice of
Two.
meeting point rather.
In the end, like we end up
That's the
enslaving the goddamn Skizral anyway.
Would be
Let's just
something.
kill the spider and be done with it.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 4 days later would take us from Skizral territory to the city of Zan, falling across routes we've already explored.
Yep. That
Alright.
is certainly feasible. Traveling through lands you've already been through and mapped, it's no real trouble.
Okay.
And you don't really run into anything new during these travels.
Good. Or maybe bad. Who knows? Maybe there's opportunity waiting just outside the horizon. We'll never know. Because we'll never map the entirety of the jungle. Ah!
In time, and we'll try to come back here.